everybody, my name is Jacob Mountcastle. Today is the 18th of February 2017. This project is for my MEC 113 class, Materials and Processes of Industry. I chose the topic Steamboat Sultana for my engineering disaster. So in 1863, the SS Sultana was built in Cincinnati, Ohio, and began sailing back and forth between the Ohio and Mississippi rivers, mainly from St. Louis, Missouri to New Orleans, Louisiana. The Sultana was 260 feet long and 42 feet at its widest point. The Sultana was designed to carry about 375 passengers and crew. The Sultana already had about 180 private passengers and crew on board when it was headed to Vicksburg, Mississippi. At Vicksburg, Union prisoners of war with their army guards boarded the Sultana. When the boarding was done, about 2,400 people were on the steamboat, which is more than 6 times the Sultana's design capacity. The overcrowded Sultana left Vicksburg traveling upriver to Memphis, Tennessee. There was snow that had melted up north, which led to the river being flooded, and the boat struggled against the strong currents of the river. The Sultana docked at Memphis, Tennessee for the rest of the afternoon, but late that night, everyone reboarded the boat. So the mistake. One of the boilers on the Sultana sprung a leak, and instead of taking 2 or 3 days of to fully repair the boiler, the Captain J. Case Mason ordered a patch of metal to put over the bulge of the boiler. This is Captain J. Case Mason, and this is what a regular boiler would look like. So the disaster happened around 2 a.m. While most of the men were sleeping. The Sultana exploded and caught fire about 7 miles upriver from Memphis, Tennessee. At that time, there were people who believed that the Sultana was sabotaged by Confederate soldiers, but the U.S. government concluded that the boilers had exploded due to a faulty design and the heavy load of its human cargo. So the cause of explosion. Fires were built in enclosed chambers to heat water to the point where the water turns to steam. The pressure of the steam would then turn turbines that propelled water wheels, which would then propel the steamboat. A leak in the tubes that carried the superheated water caused the explosion of the Sultana's boilers, which destroyed nearby parts of the boat and sent hot water and burning embers to the sleeping passengers. So the aftermath of the disaster, of the approximately 2,400 people aboard the Sultana, about 1,700 individuals died from either the explosion itself or the burning embers. So that means that around 700 people survived. And here's a picture of some survivors of the SS Sultana. So what has prevented this from happening again? In the 19th century, most steamboats were made out of wood and had boilers to power them. So if something was to go wrong from the boilers, the boat could be easily set on fire or a explosion could occur. Nowadays, most ships are made out of steel, and the power source is gas. Gas is highly flammable, but more ingenuity and engineering has been done to lower the risk of a boat exploding or catching fire. And here are my sources. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day.